Hello, this is Mrs. Chappelow, and today we are going to be drawing a poinsettia. Poinsettia is a flower native to Mexico, brought to the United States in 1826 by the first U.S. ambassador to Mexico, and his last name was Poinsettia, and that's how the plant got the poinsettia name. It is a plant that is traditionally sold and purchased at Christmas time, and we just read a really interesting book called Zeta the Poinsettia, and Zeta is a poinsettia who doesn't know what her purpose is, and her purpose is to be beautiful and make people happy. Facts about the poinsettia is that the little yellow buds in the middle, these little buds that are yellowish green, are actually the flower, and the red part that we would normally think is a flower, those are modified leaves. So those are actually leaves of the plant. So these plants are a little bit different than traditional, and we started our drawing by folding our piece of paper in half, and this like a card, and we're just trying to find center, opening it back up and folding it the other way. And these two folds are perpendicular, so they are folds that are, let's see how I want to name this. These are folds that are like a plus sign, so we've got an up and down fold and a sideways fold. So this fold is here, across the paper, horizontally, and these are vertical. This is a vertical fold, and we are going to start here on the horizontal fold, drawing two circles to each side of the vertical fold. So one is here, one is here, they are touching, and then number 3 is on this side of the line or the fold, and here's number 4. We would like for these to be a cluster or a group, so they're going to look like grapes. So we're going to put 3 above, trying to be similar in size, but they don't have to be exact, and 3 below. I'm drawing with pencil because I can't erase. I am going to change the direction of the camera. I think it would be easier. This will take just a quick move of the camera to make it change directions. Oops, sorry. I'm going to make it change directions. There it goes. So you can see this, go this way, and now it's up and down, I think. Nope, didn't work. All right, we're gonna go back to the way we had it. All right, so we've still got it up and down. All right. So the next step to this is to draw 2 antenna-like pieces coming out. These should be kind of spread apart and about 1 inch long. If you have a ruler, if you're a 3rd or 4th grader, it's about 1 inch. Okay, that's not quite an inch. If you don't have a ruler, a handy unit of measurement is a brand new pencil and eraser. With a pencil and eraser, just a little longer, is about 1 inch. Or from the tip of your finger to the first bend in your finger, that's usually about 1 inch as well. And on top of that, we are going to do a modified letter A, slightly pointy but not sharp pointed. This will have kind of a light bulb look to it, like the kind of light bulbs in a fancy chandelier or on a Christmas tree. Then we are going to go below that, and this is the first leaf that we are drawing. The one, it would be red. Now poinsettias come in a variety of colors. Traditionally we go with red, but if you want to go a little bit out of the ordinary, they come in salmon, they come in peach, they come in cream, kind of a yellowish color, and they come in white. They also come in speckled or polka dots, and they come in marbled looking, where the leaves look like a piece of marble or like a countertop kind of effect. Down here we're going to do 2 more little lines that come down. These are going to come straight down, so if this was the head, this was a body, these would be like 2 legs straight down. These are also about 1 inch. These are not going to connect together. These are the sides of two new pieces. All right, so that was Mrs. Smith making an announcement to the teachers. So that's okay, and that's not affecting me. So we're going to go ahead and draw 2 lines out. So these 2 are the same as these 2. And we're going to draw another one of these. I'll flip it around so you can see. You can turn your paper if it makes it easier for you. Letter A shape. Going to draw another one here. Another letter A shape. They don't all have to be the same size. Now I need 2 more leaves. We're going to have 5 total. So I'm going to draw 2 more lines out. So this one's here, and this one's here. These are 2 sides, and this is going to go out like that round letter A. Doesn't matter if there's differences in spaces. That's okay. This one's going to go out, and this one goes up, and this is leaf number 5. This one's a little wide. If I had time to erase it, I probably would narrow it down. Maybe I'll just go ahead and do that just a little bit right here and erase this little piece. I think it's going to look a little bit better. Yes, I like that better. Okay. So now that we've got this, we have a base. It should look similar to a star. I got a better eraser. Maybe I can get a little bit more of that off. If you draw a little lighter, I'm drawing kind of hard so you can see it on the camera. All right, so we got that. Now we need to draw another row of leaves, and we want these leaves to be closest to us and the other ones are behind, so these are overlapping or on top of the other leaves. So we're going to draw from here to here, and we are going to draw that same letter A shape. And now it looks like there is a leaf that is behind these 2 leaves, so this space is filled in. And we're going to repeat over here. And then we are going to repeat again here. And we are going to continue on. 1 more. And then 1 more. So that we have a total of 10 leaves now. These are the flowers. These are the modified leaves, and I'm going to change my camera a little bit, if I can. All right, can't make it any smaller. All right, so we're going to turn it this way, and this is going to be now sideways, which is fine. So I'm going to go back to my originals, and I'm going to add some details. So the first thing is, if you remember when we were in class and we did our leaf tracings, we turned our leaves upside down so we were looking at the back of them, and we could see that thick vein. That vein is what carries the water into the plant and back out to the leaf. And so we have those veins on the backs of these leaves because they are leaves, not flowers. So we're going to go ahead and add this line to each one of these. Make sure it's not perfectly straight. It can have just a little bit of a curve to it, and it does not have to go all the way to the tip. So we would have 10 of these, 1 for each one, coming from the cluster in the center. All right. This is the 10th one. So now we have 2 layers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make another layer behind these, and we're going to make this layer here just above this, so a little bit bigger. So we don't want to necessarily make it look like a frame, so we're going to go a little different, a little bit bigger. You could also go between and make them here. That would also work. This is just the fastest way. Went all the way around again. You might do a little bit of a tip here. Make sure it's in the center of the leaf. Now, one thing I did talk to about with a few of my classes, if you want to make it look like some of these petals have like a little curl to them so that they're flipped over just a little bit, you can add a little piece on the side, but I wouldn't do this very often. You can add just a little edge so it looks like this is curled up. And when you color, you would want to color this part lighter than the outer parts. I think I'm going to add a few more petals. Don't want to get them too big. I'm going to do one here. Or I should say a few more leaves. I'm going to do this in every other one of these little spaces. Alright, and one more. So now I have plenty of the leaves on here, and now I'm going to continue. I am going to draw, here I've got that little folded over piece. I'm going to do a couple more of those. Maybe one over here. Maybe one on this back one. Don't want too many of them. All right, so that should be enough. All right, and we're going to go down here to the bottom and we're going to do a thick stem. And if you are in 4th grade at Lakeside or you are a 3rd grader, earlier this year we made a can. And we are going to make this can like the can lid, the elliptical oval shape. And we're going to start up here on the stem. And we are going to draw around like this and draw a nice wide oval. This is going to be the flower pot. And then draw 2 lines that slightly go in like this to make the other sides of the pot. And then we are going to add a little wiggly line. This is going to be the dirt. Now instead of the poinsettia, she has green leaves on her stem. If you wanted to add those, they're still the basic same shape. You could add 1 or 2, but no more than that. I'm only going to add 1 because it would get too crowded underneath on this side. So I've got my flower pot. Sorry, I didn't have that up high enough, I don't think, when I was drawing it. I drew this oval. I drew 2 lines and the end. And you need to join me in class to see how to color this. So if you are not participating today and you need to draw it, I'm going to have this posted and you can draw your poinsettia and have it ready for class tomorrow. And if you are a person in the last week before Christmas break, we will also be drawing this in class. Thank you. Have a good evening.